I would like to briefly discuss an important topic in jiu-jitsu to stimulate your interest for further research, and that is the difference between normal soreness, otherwise known as delayed onset muscle soreness, a niggle, N-I-G-G-L-E, and an actual injury. It is important to elucidate the difference because it informs the treatment plan. Let's start with normal soreness. Normal soreness is otherwise known as delayed onset muscle soreness. This is a predictable response to unfamiliar or intense exercise. It reflects microtrauma and inflammation without structural damage. Generally, its onset is 6 to 12 hours post-exercise. It peaks in about 1 to 3 days and resolves within 5 to 7 days. The characteristics of the pain or discomfort can be diffuse, aching, stiffness, some mild swelling, a touch of reduced strength or range of motion. It does improve with warm-up, but it worsens with continued activity. No sharp pain or bruising. And again, on imaging, no structural changes. Next would be a niggle, N-I-G-G-L-E. Niggles are sometimes overlooked, but a niggle is kind of a mild, localized discomfort that doesn't stop with activity, but may indicate early tissue stress or minor dysfunction. The tissue just seems to react every time you engage in jiu-jitsu or another activity. Not to the level of an injury, but the tissue is reactive. It can be transient and resolve with warm-ups, but it can progress if ignored. Generally, its onset is during or shortly after activity and may persist for days to weeks. The discomfort or pain could be localized, mild, transient, but it may recur with specific movements, movement patterns, or specific activities. It may worsen with continued fatigue or load, and it can progress to injury if the load is not adjusted or recovery is inadequate. A niggle can progress to an injury. So an injury usually involves clear tissue damage, such as a strain, sprain, or tear. And it's characterized by pain that's sharp, persistent, worsening, often with swelling, bruising, loss of function, severe decrease in range of motion. An injury can be acute, or it can be gradual due to overreaching or overtraining. The pain is usually immediate or rapidly progressive during the activity or afterwards. The pain can be sharp, localized with swelling, bruising, deformity, significant loss of strength or range of motion. It does not improve with warm-up and worsens with activity. It may cause dysfunction such as limping, inability to bear weight, and clearly imaging and workup would show structural damage. Treatment plan for normal soreness or delayed onset muscle soreness, of course, proper nutrition, adequate hydration, light movement, avoiding aggressive stretching. Certainly, acetaminophen or ibuprofen can help speed up the resolution of the delayed onset muscle soreness. Now, a niggle, a chronic niggle where the tissue is reactive every time you attempt a certain activity, etc., you definitely have to modify load, address biomechanics, monitor for progression, use warm-up and recovery strategies judiciously. An acute or chronic injury, generally you should stop activity, rest it, ice it, elevate, compression, ibuprofen, acetaminophen. This should be evaluated by a medical provider for a proper workup and proper diagnosis.